Anastasia is an animated film made by 20th Century Fox and made by animation legend Don Bluth. The film tells the tale of the missing princess of the Romanovs, Anastasia. Some people see this film as nothing more than a Disney knockoff, down to the point where the accuracy of the story is actually a lot darker and more depressing than think it might be. Still, I personally love this movie because it's got great visuals, animation, and wonderful soundtrack. It's so good, in fact, they actually use a lot of music in a Broadway musical adaptation. What makes it even more ironic is that now Disney owns Fox, making Anastasia technically now a Disney princess. But did you know that there is a prequel to Anastasia about one of the characters from the film? So let's talk about Bartok the Magnificent, here on Star Jettison. This video is sponsored by Poggers. Use the link in the description or use the coupon code STARJettison to get 10% off your first order. And now, back to the video. Bartok the Magnificent released September 7, 1999 as a straight-to-video prequel telling the story of Bartok the Bat, the loyal henchman to Rasputin. Played again by Hank Azaria, and is on a mission to save the Prince of Russia from the clutches of Baba Yaga, meeting a lot of other strange and colorful characters along the way. And for a straight-to-video prequel, this film has quite the star-studded cast from Catherine O'Hara, Kelsey Grammer, Jennifer Tilly, Philip Van Dyke, Andrea Martin, and of course, Tim Curry. Now, the reason this is a prequel instead of a sequel comes from the film's directors. Don Bluth, former Disney animator and creator of other animated classics like American Tail, Land Before Time, and The Secret of NIMH, and Gary Goldman, another animation legend who's worked with Don Bluth and even co-directed Anastasia and All Dogs Go to Heaven. And, unfortunately, all those other bad Don Bluth films. It might surprise some people now, but Anastasia wasn't as negatively seen back when it came out in theaters, besides from the many inaccuracies and a not-so-positive response from the contemporaries of the Romanov bloodline. The film had a $53 million budget and made nearly $140 million worldwide at the box office. Not to mention how much they made from VHS and DVD sales/rentals. And the film also got many award nominations and even won a few of them. The song Journey to the Past was nominated for both a Golden Globe and an Academy Award. Anastasia was Fox Studio Animation's first film and one of their biggest success stories, that it was decided that there were plans to make a prequel. And you can tell this is a prequel to the film through the character Prince Ivan, as his last name is Romanov, just like Anastasia's. Meaning that this is actually Anastasia's ancestor, or possibly even her father. Then again, I might be looking a little too deep into this 30-year-old prequel. But you're probably thinking now this is just another one of those situations that's very similar to the Disney straight-to-video sequels, where they're just nothing more than a cash grab. Fair, you got me there. But here's something that's really interesting. So you'd think the studio would tell Bluth and Goldman to make a sequel following specific rules and guidelines. But no, actually. Bluth and Goldman were given a lot of creative freedom when making Bartok the Magnificent, as the only things they needed to do were to add, of course, one of the characters from the previous films, probably going with Bartok because he was probably the most marketable, and they had to make sure it take place in Russia, hence why they used the fairy tale of Baba Yaga as a major plot point for the film. I guess I should also mention who Baba Yaga is. Baba Yaga is from Slavic folklore, living in a house with giant chicken legs, often depicted with traits relating to witchcraft, from being an old woman riding a broom, a pointy nose, living in the woods, and kidnapping children to devour their flesh. In the film, she does seem crabby, but turns out to not be such a bad person. Also, she has the best song in the film in my personal opinion. When the movie was finished, the studio thought it was so good that it deserved a theatrical release. But Bluth and Goldman explained that it wasn't a good idea due to the limited animation used for the film. You can kind of notice it in some of the background characters. Sadly, it wouldn't be all good news from there, as Fox Studio Animation only has 3 films, one of which is Anastasia, its prequel, and Titan AE, which unfortunately was such a box office bomb that Fox Studio Animations unfortunately shut down, though they did have a hand in helping with other well-known animation studios, more specifically with DreamWorks when making The Prince of Egypt. I love the original Anastasia film from when I was a kid and even as an adult. And one day when I was at a Blockbuster, I noticed that there was a VHS for Bartok the Magnificent. So of course I asked my mom to rent it, and honestly, I haven't seen the movie since then. But rewatching it now, the movie's actually pretty well put together, even for its short runtime. I'd even consider it a Don Bluth hidden gem, as not many people really talk about this film. Sure, there are moments in the film I feel could have been better developed, but I think the film gets right to the point and doesn't waste your time, unlike most Hollywood films nowadays. If you want to watch the film for yourself, you can rent the film from select streaming services, or you can find the whole film in 60 FPS on YouTube. But if you want to support Bluth and Goldman's work, you can find the film in a 2005 2-disc DVD edition of Anastasia, and in the bonus features of the Anastasia Blu-ray. Not sure which one, but if you can find out specific ones, let me know in the comments below. And even though Fox owns the rights to the film and Disney now owns them, sadly it isn't available to watch on either Disney Plus or Hulu. But I wouldn't be surprised considering they still don't have Dave the Barbarian or Fillmore on their service either. But I hope I sold you on Bartok the Magnificent, a film that I really enjoy, and I hope you find to be B-A-R-T okay. Thanks for watching. This is AngelStar signing out from Star Jettison. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. I hope you like the new layout and design of the Star Jettison channel. And if you know of any other obscure media you'd like for me to talk about, leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can do more videos like this.